Hello and welcome everybody to Speed Gaming 3. Tonight we have some Zelda Randomizer action going on for you in the Speed Gaming Daily. We have a casual boots game with our racers tonight. They are Sailornet, Dr. Earworm, Benoit Blackburn, and the Daddy Gamers. That is the Daddy Gamers. This should be a good one. There's 4 people going on here today. I am TJ Maelstrom. I am joined on commentary by Nero Lightshine. How you doing tonight?
I am doing very well. How are you?
Yeah, I was fine until a minute ago when I got here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Being here is cool.
He's not kidding. He kidnapped me.
Would you stop? I didn't. That's funny. All right, and we got Pixcalibur and your Uncle Finch as our trackers tonight. So shout out to you guys. We'll be coming a 4-person race tonight, so we're gonna be leaning on you a little extra hard tonight. Thank you so much.
Yep, and just a piece of heart in Link's house today.
Why?
Because.
Why? Are you not gonna answer my question?
What? Why what?
So we're all synced up here. Looks like Nep is down into the sewers first.
And 20 rubies.
Yeah, you know it's casual boots when you get junk out of the first 2 checks.
Yep.
This is the big one. This is okay.
Well, that's not bad.
But hey, variety, right?
Well, they still need bombs to do Kakariko. There's no guarantee they'll find any before it.
Yeah, there is. If you go to the right places and you try hard enough.
True. There's that one mystic shop right next to Kakariko.
It's like bushes and stuff. There's also, as you exit the Lost Woods, there's some bonkable rocks just right next to the fortune teller's hut. There's a bomb in that. If you bonk that, that's guaranteed. That's a guaranteed bomb.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant by the mystic shop. I couldn't.
You said there was no guarantee though.
Fight me.
No, you said that. You said that. Well, we're just getting a little bit of everything, huh?
Yep. All we need now is some arrows, and we'll have the full Monty going on.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Arrows. Next test.
Nah, it'll be vanilla.
Wow, boomerang.
Yep.
By the way, I like how Nep avoided line of sight of that guard, ensuring that she could dash to the next part.
Nope, just another piece of art.
Well, But sometimes you need a little extra pepper on your bland steak, right?
Yeah. Well, you never know when you're going to be in a seed where there's like no health until GT.
That's extremely unlikely. Especially considering the fact we've already found a heart and a half.
True.
Does the math check out? Wait, when is it? Yep, half.
And Zelda Cell, what do you got?
I love how Nep was like, yo, get away from me. Just slap that guy like, where are you going? Man!
Also, Zelda Cell holding a small key today.
The small key to this dungeon. Alright, and Bedwell Blackburn. The last one out of the dungeon. Admiring the view. It's a lovely dungeon. They boarded up the windows, but it was down underground anyway, so completely non-functional.
Yeah, there might be a hidden dungeon we're not aware of that the boarded up walls are showing.
Well, we're not going to EG over there, are we? As fun as that would be to watch, that is illegal.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 dungeon.
That's 3/5, by the way. I thought what? We thought we were talking about fractions. My math is good. Check it. Checks out.
Oh, I agree. I was taking a drink of something.
Yeah? What are you drinking? You know what? It doesn't matter. Sailor Nep is heading to the back. First one back there. She's way ahead. I don't know if Dr. Earworm can catch up.
Yep. I agree.
Boy, he's wasting so much time pushing this thing he has to push out of the way.
I know. How is Sailor Nep doing it so fast?
I don't know, but you know what? With all the glitches that we find in Zelda Randomizer, I'm pretty sure the next one is figuring out how to get past that one without pushing it. That's a finally we got an important item, something actually useful. It's our first glove.
Yep. Well, we started out with 2 useful items, but we still need to find the map to know what chests hold what now. We still got 3 items and 1 map.
Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find it. Nep is going to show us. Show us the way, Nep.
50 rubies, 20 rubies, and Saint
All
chest
right.
map.
Let's see if everybody remembers to skip the sanctuary chest. Was it 50 or 20?
I think that might have been 50.
Yeah, that's a boot replacement.
Yep. Okay, so you would have found boots very early in the seed.
Sometimes I just open this just because I can't stand seeing it closed. Like I'll just, yeah. I bet Nep is the same way.
I'm the same way too. I don't care how often I check that map or that pause menu.
Yep.
Like I don't care if I see the map is
yeah,
there.
we're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2.
Yep.
Oh, 3 for 3. And come on, Bedwa. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, and a hook shot. Yeah, all right.
Yep, I was about to say I couldn't tell if that was the arrow or the hook shot.
Somebody remind me to give that guy props later. I saw a pendant in Eastern Palace, but that's all I saw.
There was a pendant in Hera as well.
Okay, was it green?
No.
Okay, that's 2 pendants then in the light world.
And bush crabs dropping bombs.
We shall not want for explosives. And that hookshot, by the way, pretty darn good. I wonder if anybody would choose to go right up the mountain here. That's glove plus hookshot potentially could equal mountain. Although yep. I don't know what our logical axis up there is.
Also, 20 rubies was in lumberjack.
Okay.
And looks like bed. How do you say it? Bedwa Blackburn.
The Bedwa Blackburn.
Okay, yeah, he is going up the mountain.
Oh, okay, somebody is doing that.
Yep,
that's the guy who skipped the map, by the way. He knows what he's doing.
Also, the red
He's got a plan.
was in drop down.
Okay, I guess we don't want that. Even though it's a handy dandy tool for fake flippering, I would pick it up. See, Dr. Earworm picked it up. But he's not a cool map skipper like Bedwa Blackburn is.
Yeah. Also, 3 bombs on Gary. Okay, we're going into Blind's hideout now.
Usually a good idea.
Yep.
Bedwa Blackburn is giving us an idea of what we can expect on the mountain.
And that's the ice rod in Blind's hut.
Well, considering we found 2 out of 3 pendants, it's likely we're going to need that.
Well,
this seed, by the way, this Kakariko and this stream are brought to you by Blue Things. Blue Things, sometimes they freeze you, sometimes they protect you.
There was also the flute and ether in the well.
Ooh.
So... Bedwa Blackburn, though, he definitely is getting some interesting checks here.
Like what?
Piece
of heart, like the 10 arrows that's exceedingly late.
Yeah, where were those 10 arrows when we needed it? Game.
Yeah. So, unfortunately for Bedwa Blackburn, this Kakariko kind of invalidates this play a little bit. We did find a flute that was our logical access up the mountain. So he's going to be a little bit late to that, but he's already done the old man, getting this stuff out of the way. If we find a hammer or a mirror somewhere else, it might salvage this for Tower of Hera if he needs to get in there for any reason. But that's a pendant. We might not.
Yeah. And he got the bomb jump. Oh, excuse me. Chicken Hut, what do you got for us today? You got a piece
Chicken.
of...
You sure it's not chicken? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens. Thanks to Sailor Nep saving the 5th chicken. Shoutouts. Good job.
And Floating Island was the piece of heart.
Another one? You don't say. Yeah, chicken savers. Let's go.
So far, Kakariko not having much, but having way more than the mountain did.
We got another glove, a flute, an ice rod.
Wait, where'd the Titan's mitts come from?
Kakariko, I'd assume.
Well, obviously. The well, okay. And 50 rubies was in Spiral Cave.
All right, so the mountain is kind of dead, but, you know, we did find mitts. So that's another potential strike against Bedwell Blackburn's initial play there. I jokingly said, you know, who's going to go up the mountain, but it's not going to cost him that much time in the long run, but it's still going to nag him a little bit once he finds those mitts and those and that flute. Maybe would have waited for a moon pearl to go up.
And 50 rubies in the dam.
You got to get the money.
Yep.
Got to get the money.
At this point, you don't know when you're going to get more.
Yeah, we found a lot of small increments of rubies here, but certainly not enough to do not Kakariko, Zora, excuse me. So this is the last dense check in the first sphere here. This probably has something.
In Burna.
That's Burna.
The mirror.
There's your mirror. So now we have to go to Tower of Hera.
20 rubies and 300. That's money.
Is that Zora money? Is that enough? Just about outside. Well, we have plenty of ways we can get money.
Oh, yeah.
Nep is charging up the mountain.
You can't really blame them. They got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a super dense play. It's in logic. As far as she knows, this is where the seed wants us to go. Hera is a pretty safe bet with the mirror, knowing what we know about Paradox Cave and the east of Death Mountain. Possibly thinking maybe there's a moon pearl up here. We can do Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave. There might be a moon pearl in Tower of Hera. We know there's no moon pearl anywhere else right now. Other contenders are Zora. We have, what else do we have? Just Zora? Agina's Cave? Yeah, there's not a lot. Where is Nep going now? Nep is, okay. Oh, clever. That's what she's doing. All right. All right, we got a dark world look here. There's your other pendant. It's in Misery Mire.
Yep, and 5, 6 were Pod and I think Thieves Town.
Nice, good eye. I missed that.
I saw Pod and I thought I saw Thieves Town was had the 5 on it.
Did you happen to catch what the medallion requirement for Misery Mire was?
No.
All right. So Sailor Nep is doing something interesting here. She is trying to activate her mirror on the frame where you enter this, and if that happens, you can function in Super Bunny state, which allows you to open chests, which is why Nep was able to access this without a Moon Pearl.
Also, Bombos was required for Mire.
Thank you.
Chat saw it.
Good job, guys. There's your hammer.
And 20 rubies on Zora. Blech.
Barf. Well, you gotta do it. Okay, did she was on the Zora ledge?
Yeah, 3 bombs.
3 bombs, thank you. And there's a heart container in desert. The Daddy Gamer's giving, Daddy Gamer's giving us our first look at that.
Yeah, Daddy Gamers has been in here for a while. And will this be the big key or the small key right here? It is the small key.
That's good. It's better when this is a small key.
Yeah, you don't want to have to go.
Go all the way over here, and then all the way back, and then all the way back.
Yeah.
It just makes Desert Palace very tedious. Makes it very tedious. Oh, that's it. Desert Palace is no bueno right now. And
All
it's
that was good
not a
was-
progression. Right, we have the ledge. That's the hammer. That doesn't actually do anything. Actually, no, that's not true. We still need a moon pearl for Spike Cave.
Well, we also have that gives us another route to Hera too, but we're not going to use that hammer route to it.
No, we are not.
Not when we got the mirror.
So, is this the classic moon pearl in Checkerboard Cave?
It is.
This is, nope. No, that one's a classic. You ever hear that one?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You know the joke about moon pearl in Checkerboard Cave.
No.
So it goes. Sometimes there's a moon pearl in Checkerboard Cave. That's it. That's a joke. Dr. Earworm is going to give us our first look at Tower of Hera. Why are you laughing? It was a terrible joke.
No, the way you just cut to it. To this.
To what? I don't know what you're talking about. So that's a small key, so maybe we need a lamp for this. Let's see what's in the second chest.
That's going to King's. Oh, there's bottle.
Oh, modeling with this bottle. I can't.
We are also getting a look at King's Tomb.
There you go. That's another thing we can use. We can do with those mitts.
And there's our moon.
It's the moon pearl. Okay. Now we can play the video game. I was worried it was going to be that bottle turn-in for a minute.
Now bottle will have like a ruby.
Oh, come on. Don't be so sure about that. You don't know that.
Also, Daddy Gamers, I think, when he got the moon pearl too, because he just left King's Tomb.
Well, Daddy would have gone in there and left. All right, Nepa's kind of just careened ahead here with some very fortunate routing.
Hey,
here's
your buddy.
Here's my buddy, Johnny. Johnny 10 bombs. Okay.
Yeah, 300 rubies.
A lot of money.
Art container. And our second bottle.
I believe that's Nep's first.
Yep, it is. But second one found.
Yeah. So there's still one item left in Tower of Hera, by the way.
Yep. And it's out of logic. Don't got the fire source.
Correct. We have no logical access up there.
Much as we wish that Hera pot was logical.
Do we wish it was logical? That's a cape. That's an interesting cape.
Where was
nice half. It was on the Hylia Island.
Oh.
Half magic on good old Mr. Stumps.
Yeah, you're never gonna turn that down if you don't gotta go way out of your way for it.
Nah, you like half magic.
Cave 45 has our lamp.
There's your fire source. So Nep is opting to take the Hype Cave area west with the mitts, going up through Thieves Town, possibly making a pit stop in Skull Woods. There isn't really a whole lot we can do besides Thieves Town right now.
Well, it's a fully clearable Thieves Town, at least.
It is indeed. So that's a slam dunk play. That's where that's probably where we're gonna go next. It's Crystal Dungeon that we got to do. Nep has already headed that direction.
Yep, doing the logical thing of hitting up graveyard or dig game while she's doing this.
Yep. Oh look, another piece of heart. Isn't that novel? Dr. Earworm getting his moon pearl. Bedblight is running away from it. Running to Kakariko with the flute. Has he not activated the flute yet?
Nope.
But you know what? We've all done that 100 times, right? We've forgotten to activate the flute in Kakariko. No judgments here. No judgments here. None. None whatsoever.
Okay, Swamp with our other 5/6.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. It's like Dr. Earworm is going directly for Skull Woods. And Sailor Nep is opting to skip the Smith, despite having Titan's Mitt and Mirror.
100 rubies, 1 ruby. Yeah.
Arf. Samaria in Skull Woods.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. So that's potential access into Turtle Rock.
We're getting a look at Turtle Rock's entrance right now.
Ah, if it's Ether, it is not.
Nope. Turtle
right.
both medallions require
So medallion du jour is in fact Bombos.
Yep.
Be on the lookout for that. So Ether is Bubkiss. Go away, Ether. We don't like you. All right, so that cape on Hylia Island, completely meaningless unless you want it for safety purposes.
Yep. Also, means Bombos cannot be on Ped today because
Was that seriously 11 arrows in Super Bunny? Are we serious about that?
probably.
Come on. Ugh. 11 arrows.
And there it is, the map.
Okay.
We're getting our first look at Graveyard Ledge, though.
Yeah, and Hookshot Cave. All right, so Graveyard Ledge, nothing. Hookshot Cave has some promise. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bombos in here.
There's our third bottle. And nope.
Wow. Okay, so now you go to Spike Cave, right?
I do when you have half magic. If you only got the Cane of Burna and this low of health.
Well, Burna is what you want. Daddy Gamers with the health that he's had. Maybe we'll do Sequence Break Tower of Hera just for a couple of items and maybe the health refill.
Yep. And C-shape is 20 rubies.
Yeah, we got that from Nep a little earlier.
Oh, I missed that then.
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry. Don't fret. Just 20 rupees.
And 20 rubies in the attic.
Yeah, Thieves Town predictably bad.
Yeah. I think there's still 2 items to be found. We found the map and the big key so far.
You couldn't be here without the big key, could you?
Nope.
No, sir.
Not logically, anyway. This isn't major glitches.
So, just based off of what we're seeing from our other runners here, it looks like Thieves Town may in fact be the answer. I mean, we have Tower of Hera in logic now with that lamp.
Yep.
So there may be something in there. We're gonna find out which one is correct from Southern Nep on the top left and Daddy Gamers in your bottom right.
Sick Kid gave us 3 bombs.
Okay, so that's not anything.
Okay, what is the Hera base, or not Hera, Thieves Town basement hold? That's the Bloomerang.
Yeah.
And the compass was in the chest in Hera.
All right, so let's see if we need that big key for that second item. Woohoo! Watch out. All right, Bedwell Blackburn going through this very useless desert palace. Well, it's not useless. It's worth a crystal, but we don't have fire yet. Well, we do have it, but Bedwell does not. And
did he miss?
Oh boy!
I think he miscounted the items.
Possibly. Perhaps. Okay. Okay. Daddy gave me taking an unfortunate fall there.
Everybody's miscounted items.
Nope. Thieves Town completely worthless. Thanks,
Yeah.
Thieves Town. You stink.
So
Oh boy, come on.
It's got to be Eastern or pod area.
I forgot all about Eastern. I forgot all about it. I would love to see what's in Tower of Hera here, but this Moldorm is being really bad. That was almost another fall.
You should go. You should have gone to into pod area. Oh, he just got the Moon Pearl. That's why he hasn't.
Does not.
Oof.
This Moldorm, come on. All right, finally, Moldorm goes down. Now Nep is doing the Smith chain.
And Piece of Heart.
Okay, well, that's the second item, so at least we won't have to go back in there for that.
Yep. Also, Sarsaparella's hut had heart container, rubies, and I think a Piece of Heart.
Fun.
Yeah, Thieves Town has stolen your time. Yeah, but it also gave us a crystal, so...
So the next thing we're going to find is Bombos, right?
Probably.
Probably, right? I would assume so. A bow would be pretty nice.
Wait, where was the Cane of Samaria again?
It was in Skull Woods.
Okay. Okay, first check in Eastern is the Big Key, and Spike Cave is a heart
Wow.
container.
Heart containers all around and one big key.
And
Where,
Stiff Chain had a heart container as well.
where the heck is this stuff? Well, we got plenty of stuff. We got lots of stuff, actually. But the new stuff, where's the new stuff?
That is a good question. We're actually running out of locations fast.
We very much are. Is this one of those just go to pod seeds?
Yep. Well, we don't know what all the items in Eastern is like yet either.
All right.
We also haven't seen Hobo, but that'd be out of logic too.
It would be, but it looks like we may have to go into a potentially bow-locked pod for progression here.
It'd be the bow that's in there too.
It's Bombos, man. It's gonna be Bombos.
And 20 rubies in that chest.
Oh boy, I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that I find something in here. There's only one more thing left, and it may not even find it.
The thing is that Skull Woods, we only have found one item in there so far too.
Yeah, we don't really have access to the rest, and Nep is skipping it. So if the Fire Rod is behind that Samaria, that's gonna bite her. That's gonna stink.
True. Daddy Gamers went the way around it though. And
welcome everybody coming in from Speed Gaming 4. Thank you for joining us. This is a 4-person casual boots race. This is our Speed Gaming Zelda Randomizer Daily. And unfortunately, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Nira.
I was about to say the map was the last check. And there's our bow.
Ooh. In Skull Woods?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How did we miss that? Dr. Earworm wasn't thorough enough. Oh my goodness.
He grabbed the Samaria and left.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so there's the next piece of the puzzle. It's gonna be a while before Doc goes back for that. Ugh.
Yep. And the thing is it's in that room full of spikes is the thing. So.
Yeah, pinball room.
Okay.
Bumper room, pinball. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it, so I always call it the spike room.
Okay. Well, this leaves Dr. Earworm in a very bad position. Even though Sailor Nep hasn't gone into Skullwoods to get Samaria yet, first off, it hasn't paid off. And secondly, I very much doubt that Dr. Earworm is going to go back into Skullwoods for one other item right now. Might opt to go to Palace of Darkness first, but yeah, there's plenty of things we can do in Palace of Darkness without the bow, but you don't want to double dip it. If Dr. Earworm decides to go that way and sequence break it, hopefully he manages to maintain the logic of the dungeon and realize just where his bow can possibly be.
The funny thing is Pod could have the other bow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, sure. How many times has that happened to you? Exactly. How many times have you gotten that lucky before?
I've done it twice.
Yeah, twice out of how many times?
More times than I care to count.
Exactly. Yeah, keep dreaming.
I've actually had both bows be in Pod.
Yeah, I've had that once too. It was disgusting.
And the second bow was on Helma.
The next time it does happen, it's just your opponent's gonna find it and you're not. Like that's the way it works every time. Like, oh, my opponent found this. I'm done.
What's really funny is when both runners find different bows from each other and never find the silvers.
I think that happened to me in a race that I was being restreamed for recently.
Yeah, I love it when both runners find a different bow, but neither find the other's bow.
Well, I don't know. I don't exactly know what's left.
We've got pod.
Wait, that's not true. I do know exactly what's left, and it's not a lot.
Yeah, we got pod. We got catfish. We got pyramid ledge,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
That's it. Yep.
Because we can't fake powder because we don't got the mushroom.
Correct.
Or powder to fake powder.
Yeah. So if Dr. Earworm is gonna get bailed out, he's gonna get bailed out on the east end of the Dark World.
Yep.
Yeah, we do have Armos Knight left over. We don't know what's on that dungeon there. But we're looking to get bailed out by another bow. So we're not going to find a bow on... Well, we might, actually. Dr. Earworm is not going to be able to find a second bow if it's on Armos Knights.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's the compass on Armos.
No, there is one more item left in there. Unless I'm wrong.
Okay. Thank you, Pix. Yeah, like you're right. Pix says there is an item on Armos.
See, trust your trackers. And me. Trust me. Because I trust my trackers, too. Shout out to our trackers.
Our trackers are... they keep us in the game. Lamp was in Cave 45.
So while we're over here retreading a bunch of stuff we've already done, I've already seen, be sure to give everybody here you see a follow. Sailor Nep is an excellent runner. Dr. Earworm is another great runner and a pretty good friend of mine. He's a great person. Daddy Gamer is Beba Backburn, also very, very good. I see them and I race against them very frequently. So go ahead. If you like Zelda Randomizer, check them all out.
But... Bedwa Blackburn and needs to be careful.
Yeah, I keep getting... Oh, yeah, that's true. Is a one heart. I keep thinking you're going to call him Baba Black Sheep, and that would make me really laugh.
I almost did.
Well, we know there's nothing in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
As is a tradition.
Yep, never anything in Thieves Town except when there is.
By the way, how do you feel about this grape-flavored Death Mountain?
Makes my eyes hurt a little bit.
So the reason, by the way, that Sailor Nep's colors look different is because she is using a palette shuffle, where the colors of the game are mixed around in certain random ways, which doesn't always provide the greatest of contrast between colors. So
yeah,
sometimes it looks great, sometimes it looks like puke. Sometimes it looks like a Jackson Pollock painting, but that's rare.
Oh, Bedwa Blackburn is doing good with being on such low health. Using the Cane of Burna very greatly to... Sorry.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta use all the tools at your disposal sometimes.
Yep. He got the phase 2 and a half on blind before having to use the cane. So hopefully Sailor Nep does grab her bow while she's in here.
Yeah, this is what I was concerned about with Dr. Earworm. This is pretty much the last thing before East Dark World for Nep. I don't know. Okay, there she goes. She's going to get the rest of the stuff, I think.
Well, the bow wasn't in here.
No, but this is she doesn't know that.
True.
unless she does, and she's just like, oh, I'm playing the game and I don't really know where I'm going.
Hopefully she does. She's gonna do the full back there.
I mean, look, okay, so Nep is clearly looking for more items in Skull Woods. So looks like she'll probably find a key in this big chest, and then the bow will just be the natural extension out of that.
Yeah.
I have very little concern about this. See, there's a small key. Go across, and there you go. Bow will be obtained. Unless she just says, this is enough. That's enough items out of here. I'll just go leave one in here intentionally. No problem.
All of our runners are going to end up going to pod at relatively the same time.
Well, I don't really know what Dr. Earworm's next plan is.
Yeah, there's the bow for Sailor Nep. We're also getting Daddy Gamers doing the purple chest.
Which we know is nothing.
We do?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Nep did that a long time ago.
Apparently I was asleep.
Did you have a good nap?
No.
Are you sleeping on Sailor Nep? Did you have a Nep nap? And no, I don't apologize for that one.
Don't.
All right, Nep is giving us our first look into Palace of Darkness here, which is gotta have something. We've pretty much bottlenecked here.
For the chat. I'm not sure we're allowed to say that, but
You know what? Maybe we should just play it safe and just not say anything. What do you think?
yeah, I plead the fifth.
Yeah. There's a spooky mirror sound. All right, Kiki the monkey with the best job ever.
Yeah, him and the monsters are running this scam together.
Yeah.
That's why he runs away every time that you get hit.
I don't wonder how many customers do you think Kiki gets?
Not enough.
Not enough, yeah.
It's just his way of not being eaten by the monsters.
I mean, what to let people into the secret lair? I mean,
Yeah.
like a gate is generally used to keep people out of places like that.
Yep.
All right, so this is our first new information of the seed we've had in some time since the bow in Skull Woods, and Nep is giving us our first look at it.
Yep, going down into the basement here.
I think Dr. Earworm is going to be disappointed to see this Bombos.
Well, he couldn't have gone far into TR even if he did have Bombos.
Well, we don't know that. The keys would really have to dictate that.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure he's got a last location, that bow. Flippers are going to be in here, right? No, this is...
There's the big key of
I think it's more likely than anything else that Flippers is going to be the next thing in this dungeon here. Unless it's on Armos Knights.
Yeah,
Can Flippers be on... I guess Flippers can be on pedestal, too? If we get a Bombos.
Yep, Flippers can be on pedestal because both dungeons are crystals. Bombos can't because one of the medallion dungeons is a pendant.
Yeah. So Nep with that big key early on the path to the rest of the dungeon is going to go ahead and do Helmasaur first. And then come back in the rest of the dungeon and complete it. Unless the next piece of progression is just on Helmasaur and Nep just decides to just abandon the rest of the dungeon. Which would be really risky, so I don't really think that's going to happen, but it could.
I don't see that happening, not with still 3 other items in here, if there is an item on Helmasaur.
Yeah, what exactly do we need? We need another sword, we need Bombos, we need a fire rod, we need Flippers.
That's it.
At least, yeah, so we need at least 4 things? No, we need 4 things, period.
Yeah, we need the 4 things. We might need other ways to get those things, but we
have no need for Quake or Ether. Ether we already have. The Cape is Bubkiss. Book maybe. We might need Mushroom Powder. These are things.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. The fetch quests. We could be using fetch quests.
Yep, and it would probably be on the Ether tablet.
Ha! Well,
Actually,
we
it's funny to find bombos on Ether.
then we need another sword, which is right here on Telmasaur.
And it is.
No,
Nope,
it is not. Okay.
that is.
Yeah, we are for certain going back into this dungeon now.
Yep. Flippers would give us access to our other 5-6 crystal as well. Because Swamp is our other 5-6.
Right. So, by the way, I should probably mention the newest addition to the way Zelda Randomizer functions. They're using what was colloquially now called Fast ROM. So
Yeah,
what this does, this has eliminated a lot of the lag that you would normally get from items such as the boomerang or the ice rod or shields and certain massive explosions on enemies. So things come out a lot faster, and sometimes they can come at you a lot more suddenly. So Helmasaur is taking some getting used to. Trinex taking some getting used to. Even Argus is kind of surprising. Where is the progression? Oh my goodness!
it's probably going to be in the big key chest.
It could still be in Eastern.
Yeah, could be on Armos. Yeah, red meringue now definitely best meringue.
I disagree. Let me tell you why. I have recently grown very, very fond of the blue boomerang's short trip from there and back again. I really enjoy that short toss versus the longer toss. 2 shields? Are you kidding me? Come on! This dungeon is trash. There's Bombos. Great.
Okay, that gives us access to
3 things.
yeah, it gives us access to Misery Mire and the
What
front
else?
effects of a TR.
Uh-huh. And we can Seeker's Break into Ice Palace if we want now, too.
Yep. What
Nep
Sailor
Nep is doing Eastern Palace.
This is Eastern. I don't know why I thought she was going into Pod again.
It's Palette Shuffle. It's throwing you off.
Yeah.
Looks like Dr. Earworm is going into Palace of Darkness without a bow. I'm pretty sure... I don't think Bombos is bow-locked. So, unfortunately, we'll have to double-dip this dungeon.
I think it was bow locked by the key logic.
I'd have to see where the small keys were. If there's a small key on the right, then yes.
There was a small key in Harmless Hellway, and one in the right side was Pod.
Okay, so the key in Harmless Hellway is 4 key locked, I think. No, 5. Well, regardless, that makes the Bombos. I believe that's bow locked. So I'm gonna count the keys in here. That's 1 key.
Yeah, because we know there's one in. Because here's the small key right here on the right side.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. If there are 4 keys in this dungeon before that key, then Bombos is not bow locked. So, all right, that's the second one. And yeah, that Bombos is bow locked.
I'm finally understanding the Pod key logic.
Well, Pod key logic, you just got to remember the important numbers are 1, 4, and 6.
Yeah. It's very rare you need all 6 of them, is all I know.
Dr. Earworm setting up a potion glitch to move the Gorias off the screen.
Yep, still cannot beat Pod though without that bow.
No, we'll definitely need to. Wait, Bombos was in the not in the big chest. It was in the dark maze, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, then it's definitely key locked. I forgot it wasn't in the basement. Yeah, that's locked by 6. That thing is definitely bow locked.
So the maze is required has 6 keys locked by it.
Yeah, everything in the maze is locked by 6 keys, and you will never see a Palace of Darkness small key in there. The logic dictates that you will never show up, even though in the vanilla game there's a small key in that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, in Zelda Randomizer you will never see it.
I think the small key in the dark maze in vanilla is to get you through Harmless Hellway.
There's Bombos, quite definitely bow locked, and we're gonna see what's on Armos here from Nep.
And what do we got here? It is very nice speed kill. Fire
It's a fire rod. Oh my gosh.
That makes TR completable.
Oh, that's really bad news for Dr. Earworm. So that means going back to Skull Woods is bow locked.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that is a pickup for Nep. I wonder how many of everybody else is gonna do that. Whew.
The crazy thing is Ped's almost dead. It's on life support. Like the flippers are right now the only thing that could still be on it.
Flippers are probably just in Turtle Rock, which you can now complete, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. I said that.
Yeah.
Very nice clip through that dead rock, though.
Dr. Earworm is going into Eastern Palace, doing the right thing with the wrong item. Oh my gosh, missing that bow is doing so much damage to Dr. Earworm in this run. It's so hard to watch. Oh, you hate to see this kind of thing happen. Unless you hate the guy. And I tell you, he's not someone you hate. He's a cool person. Oh, Bedwell Blackburn trying to get a hook speed.
So here's
that squirrel stole that man's egg roll.
Here's my question for you.
Uh-huh.
If they find that Flipper is very, like in the first couple of checks of TR, do they leave and go do the rest of the dungeons?
No, you finish. Why would you leave?
Even if it's in the first 3 checks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You still need a sword.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, go complete the other crystal dungeons.
No, you just do it. I mean, there's a good chance there's a sword in here too, right?
True.
We don't have very much left to do. We still got Ice Palace to do, but that's not in logic.
Not yet. Give it about 8 minutes.
Ice Palace is probably going to be go-moded by a lot of people. Flippers have a chance to be inside Misery Mire or locked by the green pendant.
And we got small key, and there's our flippers. There's our go. Or no, not go mode. We still need a sword.
Still need a sword, but yeah, that's probably going to show up sometime. There's got to be at least one. Even if all of them are in GT, they could all just be in GT.
Yeah, I was about to say they can all be in GT. They could be all on the climb to Aga too. I wouldn't put it past some seeds to do that.
Right. So if I were Sailor Nep, and I'm very much not, if I were Sailor Nep, I would probably treat this as go mode.
Yeah.
And then just try to head directly into Ganon's tower as quickly as possible. Opening up chests along the way, hoping for a sword, and then going through Ganon's tower while looking for the key, hoping to find a sword. And if I don't find one by the time I leave GT, then I guess I have to do a sword hunt, but I would rather try to find a sword on the way.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dr. Earworm is going to do. This looks like desert? No, he's going to dip Misery Mire. Oh, boy. Well, maybe a bow will be in here.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I'd still be doing Laser Bridge, too. It's not going to be out of the way.
Yeah, I don't think you skip. Yeah, I don't think you skip Laser Bridge in this. Actually, I'm pretty sure you just open up everything.
Yeah, definitely. If you're in search of a sword, like you want to get at least Tempered Sword. Nope, Sailor Nep is skipping Lava's chest.
Right. So it looks
I guarantee that's probably going to be a small key anyway.
You can't guarantee anything unless you know what's in it. Have you played this seed?
Well, we already found the big chest, or the big key.
Have you played the seed?
No.
That's what I thought. How can you guarantee it? How, sir? How? How? All right, looks like we have new checks going on for mostly everybody here. The Daddy Gamers, I think, is going to go through. Hopefully, for his sake, is going to go through all the way through Eastern Palace here.
Sadly,
Well,
we know what this chest in the back is, and it's going to be the map.
Well, it's still fine. TDG could opt to go all the way. If he leaves after this chest, then we can mourn that loss and say, hey, this was that later.
Yep.
But I think he's just going to follow through all the way. Get a look at Catfish over here. And Dr. Earworm is giving us a look into Misery Mire. So there's new stuff going on all around. Nepis found most of everything. There is... Well, that's a vanilla quake, huh?
And Laser Bridge holds 20 rubies. And a disgusting swipe at the chest.
Really a vanilla quake, though? Like, okay.
And the compass.
Oh, boy.
And the map.
Oh, boy, that's a whole lot of not a sword.
Yeah, there's 3 items left in here. Lava chest, big chest, and Trinex. Nice little setup with Samaria and with that chain, though. Right, I don't really blame Nep for doing this, though. Just gonna take gambles that you'll encounter a sword naturally.
Yeah, and if you don't, you know exactly where to go, because you've done everything else. Alright, Nep going behind to do the bump and grind with the hammer. Uh-oh. Alright, yep. Half magic already paying for itself.
That palette swap thing. There it goes.
Dr. Earworm has not. I don't think he's gonna get bailed out. I think it's very unlikely. Sheesh.
And Trinex goes down. And Trinex holds for us 20 rupees.
All right. So it looks like Daddy Gamers, while we were focusing on other things, did in fact get the fire rod off of Armos. Did not get the flippers in Turtle Rock, but I think maybe it's just assuming that they're going to be there and taking care of Ice Palace on the way.
Not a bad play.
No, I don't disagree with this. But, yep. I mean, you're going to have to come back for Swamp Palace anyway. Which I think is where Nep is going to go next. Nope, Ice Palace. Never mind. All right, so we're going to get simultaneous looks from Ice here.
Also, for those who are not in the know about this, Specky Clip is now allowed in our daily races.
You're right. Hey, that's something that was just voted on today.
Yep. And Sailor Nep is going to do Waterfall Fairy and stuff. Apparently, she never did this.
Probably avoided it because it wasn't in logic. I guess Dr. Earworm pulled powder out of Misery Mire.
Ooh. And what does the magic bat have for us?
Probably nothing.
It's just Herapot 2.0. It really is.
Well, the difference between Herapot and Specky Clip, Spec Shot, Spec Tech, whatever you want to call it. I can think of like 1,000 other better names for it than Specky Clip. The difference is that the difference is... Can I just spit it out?
The difference is...
It circumvents the hammer. It circumvents the need for a hammer, whereas Hookshot, Parapod can circumvent the need for a fire source and can make the dungeon vastly shorter. It's more of a thing in Key Sanity, where the hammer might be in a completely different place altogether, and especially in Cross Keys, where Swamp Palace could just be a different place. No matter where you are.
We just found our 4th bottle, though.
Oh, cool. Did we find another bow that can bail out Dr. Earworm? Because this man is flailing about.
Nope, sadly. Messed up that with the hook shot, though.
I've done that before.
Everybody's done that. It can take a bit to get used to with that. So far, Ice not having anything of importance, though.
Now, Daddy Gamers is about to wrap it up here.
I would definitely say I'd be giving the advantage to Sailor Nep, though, in this race.
Oh, totally. Bevo Blackburn also coming into Palace of Darkness without a bow. Did not go into Skullwoods at all.
And a small key on Cold Stare.
Yeah. Dr. Earworm is going into Ice Palace now, and this won't bail him out either, so just getting completely bad luck the whole way through.
Yeah.
And nothing seems to have any swords anywhere. There hasn't been a single one since the one we started with.
Yep.
Alright, TDG is looking probably Turtle Rock.
Well, besides Meyer, there's nothing else they could really do.
Well, yeah. Looking for those flippers. Pretty confident they're going to be in TR, and he'd be right. They usually are in seats like this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how often flippers are in Turtle Rock.
Yes.
And Cold Stare goes down on Sailor Nep's side. No,
Right.
Pet is dead. Like, the only thing that could be on there is a sword, and our runners pull Ped for us.
There is a very, very, very small chance that pedestal could be required. Like, astronomically small. The only scenario that can happen where Ped is required is if there are swords on both Bombos Tablet and Ether Tablet.
Oh. Okay, I didn't even...
It's a very, very small chance.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Now that TJ put it into the universe, that's exactly what's going on, though.
I've seen that happen one time. And exactly once.
And the book's going to be on it's going to be on Trolldorm's chest.
It's going to be in It's going to be in Gannis Tower.
Yeah, it'll be on Trolldorm's goose chest.
All right, I should clarify. I've seen that happen once outside of Plandos.
Yeah. Oh no, actually it's going to be on the GT big chest is what it's going to be.
You're just the voice of all things terrible, aren't you?
Hey, you're the one that put the idea into the world.
I just told everybody. You said Ped was dead, and I'm like, no, and here's why.
Yeah, and you put that into the universe.
No, it was already there. I just told people about it. But we all know there's just gonna be a sword in Swamp Palace like there always is.
Yep, and there's the weirdest sword we ever had.
Sure.
It's a little more like a taco.
I do not expect Nep to do left side here.
That's where the tempered and gold sword will be.
But not master, and that's all that matters.
Nope, that's going to be on that pedestal. And there we go, Spec Eclipse.
There it is. Nice job.
Yeah, if you can do Harapot, you can do Spec Eclipse. It's that easy.
It's a very, very easy trick. You just set a bomb in the corner, and then you have to back into the explosion as it's happening.
Yeah,
and that's the extent of how complicated the trick gets.
I'm like, when I looked at it, I'm like, I'm expecting this to be extremely complicated. Then I'm like, oh, it's just Harapot in reverse.
Well, still no, yeah, still no sword. Let's see if the Daddy Gamers will give us a look at what's inside the lava chest. Nep was the only other person in here, and she opted to skip it. Like there was a counter on this ball. Nope, looks like TDG is also walking away from it. So nope, not gonna see what's in there.
Yep. And these 2 checks in Swamp are the mess. Are 3 bombs and 10 arrows.
Oh my gosh, where the heck are the swords? Jeez.
Yeah, the lineup is even more free than any Harapot.
Oh boy, I'm so glad I did commentary for this and didn't play it. Ugh.
I almost played it.
Fire rod on pendant armos, no swords anywhere. 2 items in Skull Woods before the fire rod.
Both items.
But one of them locking it.
Yeah, both items required as well.
Yeah, I mean, well, the Samaria wasn't so bad. It's the bow that was honestly the problem.
Yeah. We still have Mimic Cave and 3 checks in Turtle Rock as well.
Yeah.
No, 2 checks. I gotta remember I counted.
Right. The big chest and the lava chest. So here's Argus, by the way. Fast ROM. I don't know if you can see how it's working, but if you are accustomed to this fight at all, you might be able to see that it is moving a little bit faster into fast ROM, which really threw me off because I didn't actually know there was a lot of lag in this fight until.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just thought that's how fast it moved. Nice fire rod setup from that. Beautiful. Well done. And wow, okay. So cool.
Also, to answer questions in chat, flippers were in Roller Room.
But not Crystal Roller Room.
The right side Roller Room.
Hope
Okay.
Nip remembers to go to Skull Woods.
They're going to Mire.
No, they're going to Desert.
Oh yeah, they haven't done Desert. Or
Right.
they haven't done Land Mole.
Right.
You know, with that second 5/6 crystal, that's Pyramid Fairy.
Yes, it is. So Dr. Earworm is going to give us a look at these checks. Well, actually, no. Never mind. He doesn't have a fire rod. Yep. Ah.
Only runner that doesn't.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I saw that bow in Skull Woods, I knew that was going to be a huge problem for him. So where to now? What haven't we done yet? Did he? Oh my gosh! I hope he didn't think he's gotten both items out of Skull Woods. Oh, did he make some skips in ice?
Yes. There was an iced tea room item.
Oh boy.
Nobody checked iced tea.
Buying a lot of bombs for what? I'm trying to think why we'd need bombs right now.
Misery or Vitreous.
Vitreous. Yes. Good call, Nira.
Thank you. Vitreous on Fighter's Sword is much easier to do with bombs and arrows.
Yeah, which we do not have.
True.
Oh boy, I wonder if he actually marked off both Skullwoods items. I'm going to briefly go to his actual stream. Maybe he has a tracker up.
Bedwa Blackburn though is going to get their fire rod.
There you go. Okay. All right. So, looking at Dr. Earworm's personal stream and looking at his personal tracker, I can verify that yes, he does have one untracked item in Skullwood, so he's aware of it.
Yeah. That's good, at least. Maybe it's just because he doesn't have a fire rod. He didn't want to go back in.
That's exactly what happened. Got the Samaria and left.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how many people would expect for the bow to be on or be on the pinball room?
Well, I think nobody expected to see the bow there, but I think he was comfortable finding one important item and then coming back later. He's gonna be really disappointed when he finds that bow there. Yeah, that was really unlucky, but the lack of follow through did end up hurting him a lot.
Also, we are at the 1 hour 4 minute mark. Let's get another shout out for our crew racers and our crew tonight. We have for our racers Sailor Nep, Dr. Earworm, Bedwa Blackburn, and the Daddy Gamers, and our crew of Pix Caliber, Finch. I can't remember how to say his name. Finch. Your Uncle Finch. I'm sorry, and TJ Maelstrom and myself, Meryl Lightshine.
Who?
What?
What? Where?
And Mafia goes down.
Oh, I call baloney on that. That thing was right up against the spikes. You mean to tell me he was taking damage from those hammer hits? If that were me, that would have taken like at least 5 more hits with that hammer. All right, cool, whatever.
It would have taken 50 more from me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think he would have lived that long.
I don't think so either. That's why I counted to 50.
All right. Well,
the pump strats are going pretty well for Dr. Earworm.
Well, it's got a lot of health. Does have blue mail. Not exactly completely dangerous. Really tedious, that's for sure.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna need 15 hammer hits once all the eyes go down on the main eye. Pretty sure it's 15. And while Dr. Earworm is doing that, and Daddy Gamer is going to Swamp Palace, and Bedwa Blackburn is going to get Go Mode Flippers in Turtle Rock, go ahead and get your traditional Ganon's Tower big key numerical guesses, picking a number between 1 and 22.
And if we don't get a sword in there, then we're going to guess where guess where the sword is game.
Oh, that's true. We do need to do that. I'm going to go ahead with 9.
I went with my traditional 22.
Why?
Because I felt like it.
So, by the way, the secret to beating Vitreous after all the eyes have gone down with the hammer is to stay side to side and going above the eye, swinging downwards, well, swinging sideways, I should say. And that was a very, very good Vitreous fight for Dr. Earworm. Maybe this pendant will pay off.
Oh, yeah.
Green pendant. All right, Sailor Nep entering Ganon's Tower at 107.11.
You know, between all of our runners, we have all the pendants complete. Oh, look, there's our mushroom.
Oh, good, a mushroom. That's 2.
Yeah, between all our runners, though, we do have all the pendants completed.
Correct. There's number 3.
Okay, Sasharella, what do you have for us today? You have.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, that's not.
That is hilarious.
That is not a good sight. Checks 4, 5, and 6 are nothing. Check 7 is nothing.
Good lord. Dr. Earworm unfortunately bottlenecks all the way to Skullwoods.
Yeah, he's gonna find that. He's gonna be very, very salty when he finds that bow.
Absolutely. I mean, the Master Sword is great. We've been looking for one of those.
Yeah.
Now, it's very unlikely that another one is locked behind that.
Yeah. But we are past 8 checks in GT as well.
Okay. So where are we at? 9?
Yeah, 9 is our next one.
Oh, okay. This is mine. What do you got? Oh boy, there's the other bow. So Dr. Earworm is never gonna get bailed out.
Yep. There's the silver arrows.
So yeah, that helps out Nep a lot. And Bedwell Blackburn taking a death. I'm not sure if that was intentional.
Yeah, it was not. They were very low on health. There's our mirror shield.
There's your sword.
There's our third sword.
Okay, so that bailed out Nep.
That was 13. And our shovel, too.
It's entirely possible there could be more swords under there, but, well, there's only one more out there. There's only one more.
Yep.
There it is. There's the bow for Dr. Earworm.
Yep. I'm sure he's like, ugh.
Well, here's the thing. We'll still need to beat Eastern Palace.
Yep.
But I think, pretty sure he's gonna bottleneck into that, too.
And Ice Armos goes down. Here's 15, 16, and 17.
Oh
There's
my
our-
god.
There's all four swords. We have all four of them. We know where all four of them are.
Yuck. Disgusting.
Taylor Nepp is doing a good job of GT, though.
It was very serendipitous routing. No, ooh.
Yeah, don't save and quit there.
I don't want to do that, no.
Now, she's got a pretty decent lead on the rest of our runners.
Just a little bit, yeah.
None of our runners are close to having 7 still done.
I think of everybody else, the Daddy Gamers is the closest.
Yeah. 19. There's 20.
There's 20. Okay, so 20 is the number. 20 is the numerical winner. Did anybody guess 20?
No, Button Mashu is the closest at 19.
Yeah. I know some jerk is 22. Who was that?
That was me and Space.
Oh, somebody else did it? That person's not a jerk. I'm sorry.
That was
I thought
me and Spaces is streaming.
Okay. So are we doing closest without going over rules?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
You took over. You did the intro. I get to decide the rule about GT.
Then I believe that would be a button underscore Mashu with a 19.
Spaces is streaming. He's like, but wow, but I am a jerk.
No, you're not. Trust me. Trust me on this. All right. Nep has begun the Ganon's Tower ascent, and I believe Daddy Gamers will be behind Nep by... Let's see. Nep, I believe... When did she get in there? I set the time index, but I forgot it.
It was 107.
107? Okay.
Yeah.
It's already been 5 minutes in this dungeon? Sheesh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I said Sailor Nep was destroying GT.
Yeah. So yeah, so that TDG is going to be about 6 minutes behind Nep going in.
Yep, and if TDG
very much doubt he'd go get a key and go full right. That would be very unlikely.
Agreed. If he does, that's very, very wise routing on his part.
Well,
But actually, no, it wouldn't, because you
yeah,
still swords off the right side.
pretty much. I mean, okay, let's say he does that, right? What's gonna happen? He's gonna find the big key in the compass room, and then probably either exit and mirror out of there. In which case, he'll get silvers and another sword, or continue on and get a sword behind Ice Armos. So, one way or another, Daddy Gamers will be fine, no matter which way he decides to go.
Yeah.
Nep wants no part of these chests, so Daddy Gamer's entering GT about 1:13:50. So yeah, pretty much 6 minutes behind Nep. Dr. Earworm, I believe this is a hard last location for Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
This has been a really, really rough route for him. Missing that bow did, I dare say, irreparable damage. Oh,
And
this
Sailor
yellow
Nep
ice is gross.
Yep.
It's
Sailor Nep
gross.
is about to start Aga 2.
Yeah. That's what's here. That's what's always here, even on Boss Shuffle. The view never changes. Oh, look at this straight line. Let's go.
Why can't
Yeah, get that triple. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this is...
What kind of crap is this?
He shot a blue ball, so he ruined it.
Good. Oh, I guess it wasn't. He didn't get 3.
Yeah, I guess 2 hits simultaneously. I thought so as well. Nope, and there you go. Okay, third time's a charm. All right.
3 for 2-2-1-1. And there is Dr. Earworm getting their fire.
Still not go mode though.
Nope.
Oh, what a thing, huh? Really.
Fun fact: he can go full head.
Oh my gosh, he can do that. Oh well, we know that's for sure dead.
He's going to 3.
I mean, he's got to clear Skull Woods, right?
He did. I think he did clear Skull. Or wait, no, he didn't. Never mind.
Like clear it. Like just do the boss, and then pull pedestal if he really wants to.
Well, watch it be the book. And we are on Aga 1. Well, or Ganon.
Ganon 1. We are on Ganon 1.
Yeah, while we've been talking about what Dr. Earworm, Sailor Nep started up Ganon. To be fair, the startup to Ganon takes forever.
It's just a text box.
Well, no, I mean get him crashing into the temple and stuff.
Oh. Oh, you're counting that whole sequence?
Yeah, everything from Aganim 2 going down.
All right, that's fine. Yes, you do have to wait. And
You're getting
that's
a
2.
full.
Oh, there we go. Fun. Let's see what's not on this.
Let's have a book.
And that's 2 and 2, as Chuck Woolery would say for Sailor Nep, and Ganon explodes in a flash of silver.
And it's 20 rubies on Ped.
Oh boy. Yep. Everything's coming up, Dr. Earworm. Sailor Nep crosses the bridge threshold, finishing in first place with an official time of 1:17:03. And good enough for first overall as well.
Yeah. I was actually surprised how many people forfeited on this one, too. But yeah, Sailor Nep won this.
Number 1 with a bullet.
Yeah. Let's see.
Daddy Gamers is going to get the big key very shortly. Got silver. Should have gotten the... Oh, does have a temperate. Okay.
And welcome, Sailor Nep. GG's and well done. We can't hear you. Oh, you're muted.
Habit. Force a habit.
It's okay. Good job, though. Good game.
Thanks.
Like, I don't see how you could have run that seed any more efficiently.
I definitely felt good about the efficiency of my route. So I wasn't, like, too worried. I gotta say, though, when I went into Eastern, I'd kind of just momentarily forgotten it was a pendant.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that, because honestly, that was probably the play that pushed you furthest into the front out of everybody, is getting that fire rod out of Eastern Palace, when I think I think most people may have opted to leave that almost behind. So did you forget it was a pendant when you went in, or after you were like well into the dungeon already and just didn't look at the letter?
Well, I immediately noticed. I saw
Okay.
the P, and then I was like, well, I'm here. I might as well stay. Because I
Just
thought
so-
about it real quick, and I'm like, all I have left is some slow overworld checks, this, and Mire. Mire would be more appealing, but I'm already inside. Let's go.
Right, yeah. Bombos opened up, yeah, that entire dungeon. I think there was powder in there and nothing else. No, that's not true. There's a sword on the green pendant turn, and that was where the last sword is.
Aha!
Very, very unfriendly swords in this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Dr. Earworm, got Samaria out of Skullwoods and abandoned the dungeon following that. So,
Oh no.
yeah,
I thought about doing that.
that was an absolute death sentence. Last location, that bow, which locked a lot in this seed, a whole lot.
That was so much of it.
Yeah, if you don't get the bow, you're forced to double dip Palace of Darkness, likely going to double dip Eastern Palace. You might double dip Turtle Rock looking for something. You might go into Misery Mire looking for something. It's really bad missing the bow in this seed.
Yeah, that, like, I think you were actually the first person to find their bow, too.
Yeah, I remember after getting the fire rod, I kind of felt grateful that I'd gone and done the mountain before finding the bow, because if I had the mountain totally untouched, even if I accidentally stumble in Eastern Palace, I'm probably just like, no, I'm just gonna mirror out. The mountain probably has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's not what you do, it's when you do it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in this case, that was just a nice bit of happenstance.
Yeah, it just happened to be right in front of the place where it was while all the appealing checks were already gone.
Yeah, aside from that, it was just, once I got the flippers, a decision of, let's hope the sword is somewhere convenient and not all of them in terrible places.
Right, which is pretty much what I expected to happen once you had found those flippers. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just expected flippers to be in Turtle Rock before even a bunch of other stuff showed up. It's there pretty frequently.
Yeah, I was not surprised by that at all.
Right.
So that was just stick to the plan.
Yeah.
I did do those few overworld checks before going to Ice Palace because I thought easily someone could have done these early, and I don't want to be way behind if there's just a sword in Waterfall Cave or something.
Exactly, yeah. But it turns out the swords were just completely terrible in this seed.
Yeah.
It's like either go ahead and do Vitreous for that, or just wait until you get to Ganon's Tower and then get the other two.
The Tempered was a nice little luxury, though. I'm glad I stumbled into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always makes Ganon a lot easier.
Sure does. It's a significant upgrade from 2 to 3 there. All right. Daddy Gamers is coming up on what was a very friendly Aga 2. Getting a double right off the bat. Unfortunately, the second line is blue ball.
Bad Aga 2. Bad.
All right. That's 2 and 2 for TDG. While Dr. Earworm is going through Turtle Rock right now, still has to do Swamp Palace. Missing that bow put him like so far behind, because there's like you could literally do everything else with the mitts and Samaria and all the medallions you had. Sequence breaking Ice Palace.
Yeah, I can see if you miss that fire rod for a while that there's a lot of other tempting factors.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on Restream opted to miss that fire rod. I think by the time mostly everybody got there, I think they were in a similar... Oh, Daddy Gamer's taking a death on Ganon.
Yep, that was painful.
Yeah. Well, we'll start right back there, but the sequence is going to be a little different. Let me finish up my thought while this is restarting. I think pretty much everybody found the fire red because by the time you get to Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace is right there, I think a lot of the checks will have already been done. So in a similar situation to you, going to Eastern Palace is just one of these several awful checks that remain at that point.
Yeah, I do agree that with the flippers in particular being fire rod locked, it works out that there's no situation where you can end up wasting a lot of time in swamps. So
Yeah.
the seed could have been a little worse in that regard.
Yeah.
But with that, I'm actually gonna step out here. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by and completely just dominating this race. I don't think anybody else has even finished yet.
No.
Okay, there's no. Yeah, not yet. No. Daddy Gamer's just about to finish.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a lot of fun, and I'll say GG to the other runners, and look forward to next time.
All right, thank you, Nep. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thanks so much.
And there goes Daddy Gamers killing Ganon.
Oh, Dr. Earworm. Dr. Earworm. All right, taking a safety there. And
Daddy Gamers will finish with an official racetime.gg time of 1:25.22. Second place in the race and second place overall. This tells you how bad this seed was when only 2 people have finished so far. Guarantee I would not do any better.
well,
I'd still be looking for that bow.
It wasn't it wasn't a particularly great seed. It wasn't necessarily a bad one either. And Nep had routed it really well and had a lot of good fortune as well. You know, like she said, coming in to Eastern Palace, having already done most of Death Mountain, that definitely helped.
Yep, definitely.
Dr. Earworm will have to just do Swamp Palace now, and then we'll have to climb GT while Bedwa Blackburn just needs to get Mothula out of the way and then Ganon's Tower.
Yep. And there goes the moth.
Good. Okay.
So, yep. Now we're just waiting for another GT car.
Well, it was exciting the first time. I don't know how it's going to be in the rest of the times. And I don't know how deep Dr. Earworm dives in here for looking for more swords.
True. Both of our runners, though, so far... Or do you mean about Swamp, or do you mean GT?
I mean Swamp for Dr.
Okay.
Earworm. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, brain farted there.
That's all good. Yeah, he still needs swords. And he doesn't know that... Well, no, he doesn't need swords. That's right. He was the only one that got the other sword outside of GT. I forgot about that one. I mean, I forgot he had it.
He might be the only runner that has gold sword.
Yeah, he's just charging to the back, which is, you know, obviously the right thing to do. Not going to do left side.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll probably get gold sword if the routing of GT has shown us anything.
Yeah, it's unlikely that he'll get a key and then go right. That's not a very common route.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is to avoid ice arrows when you don't have silver, so...
Yeah, I am also going to be right back really quick.
Alrighty. Alright, Bedwa Blackburn will be entering Ganon's Tower at about 128.50 here. 128.55. All right, and they call it the Hope Room because you hope the key is here. And it ain't. Just the fungus. Yeah, Dr. Earworm, the only person to do this with Master Sword. It's a much easier fight. Still a little tedious, but at least you don't have to get them double spins off. Oh, you want... Now we're going to 2 scoops.
I'm back.
Welcome. Dr. Earworm finished Swamp Palace while you were gone.
Yeah, I saw that.
Say you're proud of the man.
I'm proud of the man.
Good. Thank you.
Ish.
Hold on. All right, that is the last dungeon for Dr. Earworm, while Bedwell Blackburn is searching for the big key in Ganon's Tower. Bedwell Blackburn entered Ganon's Tower at 128.55.
Yeah, our runners have been destroying GT today.
And it doesn't look like we're going to get the Daddy Gamers for an interview.
Yep, I don't think so either.
No.
It might be late where he's at, too.
Possibly. Yeah, Nep did exit rather quickly. But very good job getting second place in the seed.
Definitely.
We've had 2 other finishers since Daddy Gamers has finished. We've had Ahab coming in in 3rd place. Great Anti-Bob in 4th place. And just now, somebody else had finished. Silver Arrow coming in 5th.
Silver Owl.
So that's what I said. Silver Owl.
Oh, I thought you said arrow.
No, I said Silver Owl.
Okay. Apparently
I'm
I can't.
Can't hear who? Who?
Like,
Who?
in general.
Who? Who?
Don't make me throw my lemonade at you.
That would be impressed. Dr. Earworm entering Ganon's Tower at 1 hour and 32 minutes, so about approximately 4 minutes behind Bedwell Blackburn.
Yep, and GT or the Silver Arrow's making it easy. Out of all the bosses they could throw in GT, why Armos?
They put all 3 Light World bosses in the dungeon.
I know, but like, why the least intimidating?
Because it's 3 bosses. It's you know, the classic, you know, throw the early bosses in a last dungeon gauntlet all at once. It was a classic trope back then. A lot of video games did that, where they would put the early bosses at the end game for you to fight back to back to back. And it was fun because you were so overpowered by then. Like, these things that gave you trouble, you were just like trouncing all over now.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I took a little bit of pleasure killing Trolldorm 2 back in the day. Butter Sword.
It always kind of bummed me out. Here's another reason I'm very grateful for Randomizer. I always wanted to see what would happen if I had silver arrows on Vitreous. Because in the vanilla game, it's impossible. Silver arrows are locked by the 5-6 crystals in the vanilla game. So, speaking of silver arrows, yeah, there's a bunch of items that I just wish I had. This is game design, right? So you know that bridge in Eastern Palace, right? The one that goes from the dark room over the cannonball room into the binky chest, right?
Yeah.
So after you beat Eastern Palace in the vanilla game, you get the green pendant. You turn the green pendant into Sahasrara, and then he gives you the boots, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the entire purpose behind that bridge in Eastern Palace is to make you want the boots as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason that dungeon is designed that way. Because you do that and you're like, man, I wish I could do this faster. And then Sahasrara is like, here's the item that will let you do that. Unfortunately, it's too late.
Yeah, that's when you want to be able to do the Sriracha, what you can do to that old lady in Kakariko. Magic powder the person away. Those who don't know that, there is that lady who mops outside the chicken hut, you can really use magic. Disappears.
Just turn her invisible.
Actually, I think she explodes.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Well, there's the prophesized gold sword for Dr. Earworm. Bedwell Blackburn is just now getting past the gauntlet onto our second light world boss. Oop. Okay.
Yeah. Landmole being more trolly than Landmole 2 being more trolly than Trolldor.
Well, sometimes your arrows just do not strike true.
And there's the big key for Dr. Earworm.
And immediately checks out of the bottom of the dungeon. Beginning his ascent.
Cannot really blame him. He's got silver arrows and what else is he gonna find? Red mail?
Yeah. Pretty much armed to the teeth. Where is red mail? Is there anything we didn't do?
Yeah,
Yeah, Mimic Cave, Turtle Rock, Big Chest, Left Side Swamp, yeah, okay.
and the big chest in GT.
Which would be vanilla.
Yeah, most of the chests. We didn't check Redemption. We didn't check the Anti-Fairy Room. We didn't check the small mini Helmasaur chests here.
Well, one of the runners from Offstream is telling us that red mail was in Left Side Swamp. That last sword is in the green pendant turn-in.
Yeah. Thank you, Great Auntie Bob.
Yeah, swords were pretty bad in this seed. Okay, swords are very bad in this seed.
Yeah. Couldn't even do silver arrows on Vitreous to make it easier.
Yeah, that is a pain in the neck sword. If that sword is required in any way, shape, or form, that would have been particularly nasty. Except the bow would have definitely helped.
Yeah. Dr. Earworm doing that with just bombs, fighter sword, and the hammer did it great.
Pretty impressive. Unfortunately, was way behind at that point.
Yep.
Much cleaner for Dr. Earworm. But I do not believe that they'll be able to catch up to Bedwell Blackburn here.
Nah, he's way too far behind. Bedrod Blackburn's got to take like several deaths to Ganon. Yeah, fighter sword spins can harm Vitreous.
Yeah, it requires 30 of them.
Yeah. Hammer and bow are better. Hammer takes 15, bow takes 8.
Sometimes you gotta work with what you got.
Yep.
Oh, Dr. Earworm has not had good fortune this entire run.
Oh. Didn't he take several falls of Troll Dorm 1, too?
I believe that was the Daddy Gamers. Well, you get one thing, you might as well get them all.
Bedwa Blackburn had used his blue potion. I don't blame him.
No, it was taking a pummeling there. Alright, there's a chance Dr. Earworm can catch up with a fall. It would be unlikely and unfortunate. But at this point, a fall would be enough to put Dr. Earworm ahead, I think.
Yep, death not likely going to happen, but fall could.
It has been some time since I've seen a fall on a restream. And hopefully I didn't give him the commentator's curse.
Just watch me stream if you want to see a fall.
No. I don't want to see you fall. I don't want to see anyone fall.
He's taking the careful route with Ganon here.
Yeah, just taking it slow. Got one more arrow to stuff. Uh-oh. Not sure if he's going to make this one, but I was wrong. Got it. Okay, that was silver arrow number 4. Finishing up Ganon just as Dr. Earworm drops down and begins it.
Yep, and Bedwa Blackburn will finish with an official race time of 1:41.07. 3rd place in the restream, 8th place overall. Finishing behind Koi at 1:32.31 and 6th, and High Ruler at 1:35.15. Dr. Earworm is not going to be that far behind him either.
No. Pretty sure he's going to be the next one finished.
Yeah, easily. Gonna get almost got a triple there.
It's hard to get a triple in that position.
But
that's number 4.
Welcome, Bedwa Blackburn. GG.
Thank you very much. My first and probably most poignant comment is, why all the swords in GT?
Well, they're not all there.
Where was the other one that I missed?
Well, if Dr. Earworm decides to join us here momentarily, we'll let him talk about it.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be joining us in just a second.
And there he is right now. So, hey, Doc.
We're talking about swords.
Yeah.
So, how about that?
Oh.
That second sword of yours?
God almighty. Okay, so here's the thing. When I was in the Glitch Mentor tournament, Malmo, I'm blaming all of this on Malmo. I don't know if she's here to hear it, but I'm blaming all of Malmo. She introduced me to a strategy called One and Done, which is where you go into Skull Woods. If the first one's an item, you leave and you don't come back until you have the Fire Rod.
Oh.
And it's a great strategy. It works very well most of the time.
Except this time.
God.
I'm familiar with that strategy. Professor Renderer taught me that too.
Yeah. So the 4th sword was on Green Pendant turn in, except it was my 2nd sword, because I at a certain point I just started to believe that this was a truly terrible seed and started doing all the worst things possible.
I mean, considering where certain items were, it's still not really that great.
No,
it's bad. It's bad.
The fortunate thing about that Fire Rod is that by the time you get there, you pretty much have done everything else already.
Yeah, I think that was my worst case. Like, I was really, really like my heart sank when I saw the fire rod drop because I figured if I was still in it, it was because there was no progression in Pod or Eastern. It was on Ped, and you had to do everything I did anyway.
Yeah, pretty much the seed was that bow is kind of the linchpin of the seed.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, no,
unlocks,
I mean-
it unlocks the rest of the dungeons. Like it's literally it's literally locking Fire Rod and it's logically locking Bombos.
Like, it makes total sense that Nep finished half an hour, 25 minutes before I did, right? Because like if you just don't last locate that bow, and then on top of that, Nep, she's just much faster than I am. But like, you know, I would have been 10 minutes behind instead of 30 minutes behind. If
Right? Yeah, Nep did find a very serendipitous route through this.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch it because I'm intrigued as well. Because yeah, that not going to Skull early was really what kicked me in the teeth as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was all in. I was like, you know what? I'm already here in front of Eastern. I might as well mirror over and finish it. I just at this point, I almost think it's Ped. Let's just go full tilt and do this because I had already parapoded up in Hera as it was, so it was just like we're all in on this at this point. Let's go.
So Nep's chosen route after finding the Moon Pearl in King's Tomb was to go to Hype Cave and then travel westward towards Thieves Town from that with the Mitts. Got all of that stuff done before going into Skullwoods and then getting the stuff in Skullwoods and proceeding from there. So I had already done Death Mountain, got the bow upon the conclusion of Pod. She claimed that she had forgotten that Eastern Palace was a pendant.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, so she went in and said, "I might as well," and stuck it out.
Yeah, I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, so that definitely worked a bit in her favor. So there was some good routing as well as some very good luck.
Yeah.
And that combined to form Voltron into 11703.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, that checks out.
Anyone watching my cam on my stream directly saw me act like I was flipping the table when I saw the bow. So you know, it's like, oh well, nah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep one and dying because like it's most of the time
right.
It's one of those decisions that you make, right? That like if it bites you, it bites you, but most of the time it doesn't.
Most of the time.
And then when it does, I get to pull Ped for 20 rupees on restream. So that's
right.
That's worth it too.
We could just say you did it for the.
Well,
cool would it have been if flippers were there, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
There was a particularly nasty potential route from Pedestal, where for a minute it looked like there may have been a scenario where the swords were on both tablets.
Yep. I know. That was the other. Yeah. Like if I wasn't watching the race room, I would have thought that was my other out. Right. Because it would have been right. Like when I was headed to GT, like that was the other out. If there were swords on both tablets, and but I was watching the race room and I knew that it was just I'm an actual dingus.
Oh, it happens. You had a strategy, you stuck to it.
Yeah.
I actually had to go and check to see if you had forgotten it or if you did that intentionally.
Well, okay, so forgot is a strong word, but it's not wholly inaccurate.
Yeah.
When I was on my way to turn in the green pendant was when I realized, oh crap.
You didn't forget it. You shunned it.
Yeah, exactly.
You shunned. You stuck up your hand to the other side of your face and went.
Yeah. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Yes. From Hela's heart I stab at thee.
Yeah,
For spite's sake I spit upon thee.
I
Right.
may or may
I,
not
okay, I need to go eat dinner because I was not expecting this to last this long. But GG's.
All right.
Everyone.
Thanks,
for the
Doc.
stream.
All right. Hopefully the next one goes better for you.
I think so too. Bye.
See
Take
you,
care.
Doc.
Have a great night. All right. Any parting comments from you, Bebel Blackburn?
This was a thing.
It was a
And the
thing.
thing it was, and
But
I
the
may
thing?
or may not have bitten my thumb at the screen a few times. I'm much more physically expressive when I'm
Right.
Muted mic, so
Right. You
I've
don't.
been
You,
told more than once I'm very humorous when, when under those circumstances. So.
right. You don't like spontaneously burst out into novella or Shakespeare or anything like that.
I sing a little bit when I'm non-muted, but outside of
Okay.
that, this was a seed, and I'll just leave it there.
Sure.
But thanks for having me, as always.
All right. Thank you for joining. Have a great night.
You as well.
See ya.
Have a great night. All right. Well, that should pretty much wrap it up for here on this Casual Boots Race on Speed Gaming 3. Once again, make sure to give all our runners a follow. They came by and gave us an interview, most of them, and put on a pretty good show for everybody. Had a really disparate route between all of them. We got to see various amounts of play styles, various amounts of personalities. So, yep, in your spare time, if you want more Zelda Randomizer, go ahead and check out Sailor Nep, Dr. Earworm, Bedwell Blackburn, and the Daddy Gamers. Shoutouts to our trackers, Pixcaliber, excuse me, and Finch, Michael Finch. Thank you guys so much for keeping us honest during this 4-person race. Those can be pretty hard to see all the action for. And I am TJ Maelstrom, and my co-commentator, Nero Lightshine. Thank you very much.
Yep, it was a pleasure, guys, and it's always a good time to do comms with you, TJ.
Ah, I'm glad you said that. Yes. I don't think it's true.
I do.
Okay.
But okay, well, everyone have a good night and see ya.
Have a good one.